don't know how this vlog is gonna turn out, y'all. I'm sorry. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. I have about 15 minutes until I have to jump on a meeting. I came to update and intentionally vlog because I've been having a really hard time vlogging this week. I mean, I know it's only Tuesday, but I don't want to say vlogging. Vlogging is not the word. I'm having a really hard time YouTubing as of late because I mentioned in my self-taught software engineering video that I was going to be having 2 group projects coming up that I volunteered for just to get more experience and stuff in my portfolio. So both of them kind of started already. One of them started a couple weeks ago, but it's only now starting to pick up a little bit. We actually have Jira tickets to work on finally. And then the second one started on May the 5th. That has been a journey because it's only a 6-week project. We are in week 2, sprint 2. Stuff just needs to happen yesterday, negative ASAP. It should have happened already. That's actually one of the meetings that I'm about to jump on. In just a few minutes, I have to meet with the other developers on that team. So we have to iron out what tech stack we're gonna use. And remember, tech stack is the different coding languages, frameworks, all that kind of stuff, how we will actually be building this project. We barely just got the project idea ironed out yesterday, although we're still working on what exact features we want to do for this project. It's a lot, y'all. It is a lot. I'm starting to feel the stress. Y'all know how it was when you were in school and you had a group project. You didn't get to choose who was on your team. With all due respect, when you don't know people and you get on a team with them, you have to kind of learn how to work with them, right? And that's the stage where we're at, where we're trying to figure out who's available when, how everyone kind of works, times we were gonna meet, when we were gonna do check-ins. For tech projects, you do stand-ups, meaning that everyone comes in and says what they did given a certain amount of time. So we decided to have these stand-up check-ins every single day from Monday to Friday before 5 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see if that's been working out. We finally just established that rule. Yeah, I've been busy with that, and the reason why I came on to say this is that I realized I have a huge backlog of YouTube videos that I need to get out. But life started lifing. Between the end of April and the beginning of May, so much life has happened that I'm totally losing track of myself and everything. I was trying to get out 2 solid videos a week. That plan is totally imploding. Something really weird had happened to me last week, and I really want to talk about that and put that out there. I'm kind of chickening out with that video though, because I don't want people to think that I'm crazy, because it's a weird situation that happened. So I'm still writing the script for that and kind of debating whether I want to put it out there. I really want to do a bigger check-in about my projects and maybe talk about how my job hunt is going, a tech update. I just have a lot to focus on and get out there, and I need to not just sit around and stare into space. Oh my goodness, people are texting me about this thing. What time is it? Oh, 6:23. I need to go because I need to get my head together for this meeting that I have at 6:30. Then I have another one at 7:30, and then I am chilling for the rest of the night because I have literally been here on this couch with my standing desk in front of me working on stuff all day. I'm burning out. I am burning out. I just left my new favorite coffee spot, the Podium. I really like that place. I don't think I said it as well in my last vlog. I was editing my first time going to the Podium at my second time going to the Podium, and I really enjoy that place. It's so nice. The ambiance is great for a place that has, it's kind of like a car showroom, except that it's a coffee shop / bar. There's no cars in there, but it's attached to the Porsche dealership. It's car themed. You can see that it's car themed, which is really cool. And then it's just a lovely ambiance. The chairs could be a little bit more comfortable, and well, no, the chairs aren't uncomfortable. It's the tables. The tables could be a little bit bigger, but I think it is a nice place to go work, study, whatever you need to get done. Or if you just want to go and chill with people. It's just a really chill and actually approachable kind of place, which is weird because it's attached to a Porsche dealership, and you would think that a Porsche dealership would be a little pretentious because obviously those are really expensive cars. Hey everyone, it is Friday night. I am home and I am the biggest dork because while I could be chilling, I could be watching Andor season 2, which I need to catch up on. I am here coding. Like, the inspiration finally struck me. Shout out to Angela who asked me to help redo her neonatal kitten rescue website for her nonprofit. She asked me to redo the website. At first I was like, I don't know how much stuff she has on there. Then I looked at it and I was like, I can do this. So I've just been here like banging it out. I'm using React, I'm building it with TypeScript, I'm using Tailwind CSS, I'm using React Router. She has like a donation widget on her current website, which I realized that I can easily integrate into this, and I was so excited. Yay! I love having a project where I know I can do this because I've done this. I'm gonna try to like get a big chunk done because I know like the styling might take a while. Since I haven't been coding like this recently, I have to remember all my like Tailwind CSS rules and stuff, so I'm so excited. Yay! Like, it's literally right in front of me. I'm not gonna show y'all, but yes. We are at the ER with the Oreo because he's been throwing up all afternoon. We don't know why. So hopefully we'll find some sort of solution. All right, boy? Ori? Yeah. You still seem like you're okay. How are you feeling at, what time is it? 11? Almost midnight, huh?
Yeah.
It is almost midnight. It is 11:42. We are here with this dude at the vet. We're celebrating my mom's birthday and my mom and aunts look so cute. We're all kind of matching.
Except for me, I'm a little
Well, you're yellow and pink, so you'll make orange, kind of. I'm being an outfit repeater. I'm wearing this dress again, but that's okay. I did wear it to Monique's shower, but that's fine because in this economy, we need to be re-wearing our clothes. So we have some sort of steak, talking steak. I can't remember what was on the menu. And then we have the fried green tomatoes. Yeah. So I forgot to take videos when our food came out, but the only thing is that there's a lot of flies. So if y'all eat on the patio, be careful. But I got the umami burger. My mom got the short rib, but she doesn't like it. There's like a ton of fat in there. So we're hoping that they're able to solve that problem for her. And both of my aunts got the jerk salmon, and they say it's pretty good. All right, so I'm back working at the Podium, and I got, what is this, the peggle to the meggle, and it's some sort of like floral chai. I can't remember what was in it. And then I also got the mushroom and spinach kolache. I'm super excited. This is good. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is the Tuesday after Memorial Day. I have not been vlogging as much as I probably should or could have been vlogging. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I have two group projects that I have been working on. One of them does not have a deadline. The other one has a 6-week deadline, and this is the start of week 4. It has been a journey so far. I've kind of sort of started videos talking about these projects, but I haven't been sure as to how to talk about them, especially the 6-week one, just because things have not been ideal with these 2 projects. The first project, which I really love, it's with Cherry on Tech. That has been good, but it's been a little slow going. I think that everyone who is a part of that project has volunteered. Everyone has like their own thing that they're working on. Some people have full-time jobs. Some people are interviewing for positions, which if you're a software engineer, if you're a web developer, that is a job in itself, as I've been trying to tell you guys. Preparing for interviews and all that kind of stuff is a lot of studying as well. That one has been a little slow going, even though I have done some work on that one. It's just not busy as it could be. I'm sure it's gonna pick up soon, and I'm excited for it to pick up soon because I really do want to contribute to that project. That's an organization that I'm very grateful for. They've given me some really great experience, and I'm just excited to help them out. Project number 2. This organization called Chingu is basically, it's similar to Cherry on Tech, except that it's open to anyone who is an aspiring person in tech, whether you are a web developer, whether you are a UX designer, whether you're a Scrum manager, that kind of stuff. They have different projects that they place you on. And in terms of developers, you let them know your skill level by submitting a project to them. So they have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I'm on a tier 3 project, which is a full stack application with a front end and a back end. I'm not exactly sure what the other 2 tiers entail. I think tier 2 is just like front end only. And then tier 1 is something that's like, I feel like it's like a static like HTML site, but I could be wrong. I might insert like a correction here just to be sure. I am doing this full stack application over 6 weeks. This is something that I've never done before because I have never done a full stack application in a group before, so this is a whole new learning curve. The 6-week deadline is pretty tight. It's pretty tight, and I won't lie, I don't think we're gonna finish. At this point, on Tuesday, May 27th, I don't believe that we are going to finish this project because wait, are you seeing where I'm at in my sunglasses? Oh no! Okay, I'm taking them off. I mean, y'all know where this is. I've told you guys where I studied before, but anyway. Yeah, I don't think we're finishing this project in the 6-week deadline just because it's taken some time for my team to get together. And I don't want to come on here and seem like I'm being shady or being mean to my team members or anything like that. I mean, we all have our own things that are going on in life. We all have our own skill set. It's not the easiest thing in the world to get a group together. A group who has no knowledge of each other. We've never worked together before. We've never met before. We've never met in person. This is a remote opportunity. It's difficult to get on the same page. While we've really tried to get on the same page, I think that it has not been easy just because of the time constraints and like everyone's different schedules, everyone's different expectations, everyone's different skill sets. We went from a team of 9 people, which were 5 developers, 2 scrum managers. One of them was an apprentice scrum manager and the other one was like the main scrum manager, and then 1 UX designer and then 1 product owner. Now what happened, the product owner never showed up, the primary scrum manager never showed up, 2 of the developers dropped out. One of them never showed up and the other one dropped out. It's fine because we have all the disciplines covered, and our apprentice scrum manager was really amazing. She decided to really like step up into her role as a scrum manager and like try to take charge with that. And she also volunteered to be our product owner, which is great too. Like, I'm glad that we had someone who's willing to put in the extra effort to get this project up and running. However, it seemed to take us quite a while to get on the same page to figure out what we want to do in terms of like the subject for the project. We've decided to do a habit tracker, which is cool, but we are at week 4. This is the 2nd day of week 4, sprint 4, and we have hardly coded anything. We decided on a tech stack. We decided to do Next.js, which is new to me. I've never done Next.js before, and I'm really excited to kind of like learn more about that framework. And we decided to use PostgreSQL as our database and Tailwind CSS, at least for now, Tailwind CSS for our styling kind of framework. I'm just not sure if things are coming together because we have wireframes from our UX designer. We actually need to sit and code this thing. That's a problem. We need to sit and code this thing, and I'm kind of getting the sense, and this is no shade to anyone, this is just how I'm perceiving it, and I really hope my teammates don't find this. I might not post this, we will see. But how I'm perceiving this is that, you know, I'm willing to work on a part. I volunteered to do the authentication, which I'm about to go into this coffee shop and sit and work on, right? I feel like one teammate, one of the dev teams is fine with doing whatever. She just needs to know like what we're doing. Like she's already done some things which were really helpful. The other teammate though, I think that she's kind of hoping that we code together as a group, like at the same time, like pair programming, and that's not something I've ever done. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but ain't nobody got time for that. That kind of makes me feel like she might not exactly know how to work asynchronously. Long story short, redacted version, because I just don't want anyone to think that I'm, you know, crap talking them on the internet. We're having a really hard time coming together as a team and actually getting stuff done. We are finally like making decisions, but the stuff just isn't happening. I guess I guess I need to be like more of a leader, but then at the same time though, like I don't want to be a dictator and be like, no, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. I don't want to do that because I don't want anyone to complain that I was overbearing or anything like that, but I've been doing my part. I need to work on another part right now. I just hope that we figure this out this week. I think this week 4 is gonna make or break us, because if we do not make a dent in this coding this week, this is not happening. This is not gonna work. Happy Wednesday. I am cooking, and as I was starting up, I realized, oh my goodness, I probably should vlog this. I am making some fancy tomatoes. I can't remember the name. They're like stuffed tomatoes. It was a recipe I saw on Instagram from this creator. I think her name is Daen's Kitchen. I don't know. Let me show y'all what I'm working with real quick. So basically the recipe is hollowing out these beefsteak tomatoes. They're like huge. They're like the size of my hand. And I'm gonna scrape out the innards and mix it with some garlic. I've got like some garlic here, some parsley, and like some onion too. And you put that in a food processor, right? And then you mix it with this rice, the Oreo rice, which is like the same as risotto rice. And you mix it and you put the mixture in the fridge for a time that I can't remember. And then once that's done, like you put some goat cheese and the mixture back into the tomatoes and bake them for an unspecified amount of time. So I'm gonna do that real quick. It looks really tasty, and I'm actually gonna make that with some ground beef. I don't know why, like I guess I could have done like chicken or something with this, but for some reason I was feeling like ground beef, and I think I'm gonna spice it with some Mexican spices, which is random because this is not a Mexican dish. So I kind of want to quote unquote meal prep, but then not really, I don't know, some ground beef so I could make like tacos with them later. Cause yeah, I mean, it's always a good idea to make tacos. I made tacos over the weekend and I totally forgot to show it. But they were really good and I kind of wanted some more. So I got ground beef instead of like sliced beef, because I did sliced beef over the weekend. They were more like fajita tacos before, but this time I'm just doing like some ground beef with some spices. Eat them with these tomatoes, and then the leftover of that ground beef, I have some tortillas and like some leftover taco stuff in the fridge that I'm gonna do that with at a later unspecified date. So I'm gonna do my usual time-lapse thing as I cut and prepare these tomatoes and see how that goes. Wow, that was deceptively hard to core these tomatoes. It took longer than I thought, and I almost stabbed myself with this knife a couple times. And I'm here kind of really wondering like how this mixture is gonna come together. I know that like rice goes in it and kind of like binds it together, but all the tomato seeds are in here, so that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, let me consult the recipe to make sure I get this next step right. I have to chop half an onion, first of all, for the filling. So I've got my onion here, and then I also have to pop out 4 garlic cloves. I'm probably gonna put 5 because let's be real, like I love to add extra garlic to everything. Keep the vampires away. And then we're adding our fresh parsley, which I have to grab a handful of. I need to wash this first. We're gonna add some olive oil, some oregano, and some red pepper flakes to this tomato thing. And then I'm gonna blend it up, so stay tuned. Let's see how this goes. Prepped for the blender, but I must admit I did not realize that this was gonna be like a blending type of recipe. So that's the only thing that like I'm annoying about, because I hate to have to like wash like extra dishes. My family's gonna think I'm so lazy, but anyway. So I post it because I didn't think that like totally like blended it smooth would be pretty appetizing. Like I wanted it to feel like it had some substance to it. Anyway, I'm gonna pour it back into this bowl that I had the tomato pieces in. I'm gonna add the arborio rice. And we're gonna see how this turns out, because I don't know, y'all. Like I'm a little skeptical at this point. Oh no, I need to do this some more. Fail. I need to blend this some more because I see like a big chunk of garlic in here. I need to do some more. BRB. This recipe only called for a 1/4 cup of rice, which I thought was odd. Anyway, I went ahead and mixed in just a little bit over a 1/4 cup. I think maybe like I added an extra 1/8 of a cup, but I'm gonna put this in the fridge to kind of marinate, I guess. And it looks gross, but I promise you, like the reel that I saw this in looked so good. So hopefully the rice kind of like does its thing and absorbs some of this mixture, and it ends up looking better and tasting amazing. I don't know, y'all. I'm pretty skeptical. Like, do y'all ever have this happen to you when you see a recipe on Instagram and you're like, oh my God, I want to do that. And then when you do it, it comes out and it's weird because it's some person who's, I don't know, like their recipe that they usually give you is like a little off. That happened to me last year. I forgot what I was making. I think it was a pasta or something. I saw this really amazing pasta that a creator made on Instagram. I can't remember who it was or what type of pasta it was. I followed their recipe that they provided in a caption, and it was like completely busted. Like I had to do so much more to the recipe to make it turn out right. So I'm hoping this is not what's gonna happen here. I am skeptical because this is a lot of mixture in this bowl. Meanwhile, all of that has to fit into these 4 tomatoes. I'm wondering if maybe half of an onion might have been a bit much to include, but I'm gonna get working on the beef. Let me refrigerate this, and then I will check back in with y'all shortly. All right, the rice did kind of expand, as you could see. It does look like it thickened up a little bit, so I am going to stuff these tomatoes with the rice and the goat cheese that I have right here. Like I'm supposed to like drizzle them with olive oil and put the little tomato tops on. and we'll see how this goes. I just preheated the oven to 400 degrees. This has 30 minutes left to cook. Wow. All right, y'all, so I had to plate it and run back upstairs real quick because I have to do some coding late night. I just got off a 2-hour meeting and I have been dreaming of this tomato thing. Look at how the rice expanded in there. So it definitely swells up. I'm glad I trusted the process. And there's my ground meat on the side. All right, so I've got my plate here. Let's test it out. A forkful. I think my only complaint is that I could have used a little bit more salt. I haven't tasted the goat cheese yet. Wait, hold on. I think I have a piece of goat cheese right here. Yeah, this is good. Next time I do this, I'll add a little more salt and maybe work on like distributing the goat cheese a little bit more throughout the rice mixture, because the goat cheese definitely adds like a really like nice kind of funky flavor to it, if you know what I mean. But it's really good. I do like this, and I feel like, I mean, I guess other than the rice, it's pretty healthy. Yeah, y'all definitely give this a try. Let me try it. Let me try some of the rice with the meat. This is really good. I'll link this recipe down below. Trust the process for sure. Wow, okay, so I went walking. Today's Sunday. Monique unfortunately couldn't walk with me today, but that's okay. I still went and did it, yay. But I decided to like try a different place for matcha. I kept hearing about this place and I went once to like the Montrose location, and that was also really stressful. So I was like, let me try the one off of Shepherd. It's this La La Land cafe or whatever that has like matcha and like lattes and avocado toast and that kind of stuff. I had to circle the block 4 times to get this matcha and some avocado toast because there's no parking. Why the hell are these people building establishments in Houston, Texas with no parking? I'm in a lot off to the side. There's one handicap space where someone who is not, you know, disabled has parked. I'm gonna put my drink down. Yeah, so someone who's totally not disabled has parked there. This car right here is in this handicap spot. I saw the guy get out of the car while I was walking back to my van, and he's not disabled. There's like 1 or I guess 2 other spaces on that side, which are really, really tiny. And then there's like a really small lot on the other side of the building that has 4 spaces close together. I am in this big van, so I could not fit there. The neighborhood, because it's like, this is a main street right here, Shepherd, and Richmond is over there. And then they have like little neighborhood streets like heading that way down Shepherd, right? So I was saying, okay, maybe I'll park in the neighborhood street. Y'all, the neighborhood street is full, and you could tell that neighborhood is pissed because of this cafe, because they have like a ton of cones up, like trying to block people from parking in front of their homes, rightfully so, because there will be people there parked all the time. I'm sure there's people who have someone in the car like waiting so that one person could like run out and get the stuff from this cafe. I don't understand why Houston is doing this kind of stuff. Houston did not used to be like this, y'all. Like, I know I rant about Houston all the time, but seriously, Houston was not like this. Houston used to make places with parking, and the parking used to be free. It used to be no problem. We have space. It's not like this town is small, y'all. Houston has space for things. This is a huge metropolitan area. I probably should start driving because Shepherd in front of me is clear and I could most likely get out, but sorry, I don't have my good phone mount with me. Oh gosh, let's jump out. Yeah. Houston has space for things, and it doesn't make sense that this town is creating stuff with no parking, no space, no capacity for all the freaking people that live here. Mind you, this is not the only location that's like this. I went to the Montrose location sometime last year, and they also had like a huge parking problem. I mean, that is in a different kind of shopping center, but I don't think I'm ever gonna go to this cafe again unless one of the other locations, 'cause I think there's one more location of this cafe. If that other location does not have parking, I don't think they'll be getting my business, because what is this? Hello, happy Tuesday. I'm here at Memorial City Mall. It's the middle of the day. I think it's like, oh, it's 12:06 p.m. So noon. Random, but I'm here to walk because it's been a while since I've walked. I walked with Monique on Sunday, but I would like to walk some more. I'm trying to walk more because I'm starting to feel like my hips and my back are hurting me. I don't know if it's because I've been sitting too much or I've been like on the couch a little bit too much, but like I need to do something to stretch. I kind of want to try yoga again because I don't like how I've just been feeling so like busted. Like right now that I'm sitting in my car seat and like my lower back and my hips are hurting me. So I need to definitely do something different. But I also want to play Pikmin Bloom because I'm obsessed. Shout out to Amy who got me into this game. I'm not mad about it though. I love it a lot, and it is a really great motivator to walk. The reason why I'm walking now is because, you know, I'm working on my group project. We finally debugged the bug that I've been having with the user off. Shout out to my group member who was able to figure this out. We had a meeting this morning to talk about like what else we need to work on for that group, and then one of the other developers didn't show up this morning, so now we're like, okay, I guess we need to meet in the evening too to loop her in and get her information. So since I couldn't walk this morning, I'm walking now in the afternoon just randomly. Join me on this hot girl walk. I don't know how much I'm gonna show because I would love to walk around and film and talk and that kind of stuff. I just don't know if it's gonna look weird. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to practice using my phone mount for the car as a tripod or like a gimbal, but I'm probably gonna have to invest in a gimbal, and I'm trying not to show that problematic store behind me. I don't know, y'all, I feel kind of awkward doing a walk and a talk, so I might not show too much. Maybe if I see something interesting in like one of the stores, but ugh. Well, I found out why I was in so much pain. I totally got my period while walking in the mall, so I'm here like running out. I mean, obviously like it's not that serious when it first starts, but I had some stuff to do after this. Like I still need to go to get some stuff because my mom made burgers. So I have to get buns and lettuce, and I probably need to buy some like tampons and stuff too, so whoops. At least I met most of my Pikmin goals. It's so funny because I use Clue as a period tracker. I don't know if y'all have heard of like Clue, but I just marked it saying that like I started, right? And one of the symptoms that I could mark is lower back pain. Wasn't I just complaining about that? That was a little anticlimactic, I won't lie, because I expected to walk way more than that. I ended up just kind of not doing all the crevices of the mall that I'm used to doing. I just kind of like rushed it and left because, I mean, number one, the mall was pretty busy. I keep forgetting that it's summertime and that the kids are out of school. It was a little more difficult to walk in the way that I usually do, like early in the morning on the weekends before the mall is actually open. The mall was open, it was busy, there were people all around, and then, I mean, obviously like my period started, so that was fun. And then the other thing too is that like I awkwardly ran into an ex-co-worker for when I used to work at Lush. Not to say that I didn't want to see this person, but this was a little awkward. Why am I walking in the mall in the middle of the day? It's probably like, what the heck? Brittany has like no job. That was fun. I mean, I'm glad I got to do some. I did hit some of my Pikmin goals, which was fine, which was fun. This person totally did not stop at the stop sign. What a butt face. I did hit some of my pigment goals that I wanted to hit, and I think I'm still planting flowers, so I need to turn that off so I don't waste them. Oh my goodness. Crap, let me do that. Oh yeah, I totally was still planting flowers, and I definitely don't want to waste them because I was planting, if y'all are familiar with pigment, they have like special flowers that you're supposed to plant at certain times, and I didn't want to waste those petals, so I needed to cut that off. But yeah, so right now usually I would go get HEB, but I'm heading to Kroger because they have is this TMI? This probably is TMI. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in, but I'll say it anyway. They have the period underwear, disposable period underwear that I usually like to wear, and for like the first, like, or not the first day, like the second day of my period, I usually like wear them. So I'm gonna get them because I'm out, and I need to get tampons, and I need to get lettuce and hamburger buns. So fun times. Gonna head to Kroger and then head home. And then I need to work on deploying our project, my group project again. So that's like the next thing that I need to take a look at. And hopefully I get somewhere before we have our meeting this evening. Well, that's my day today. I had hoped to show something a little bit more interesting than just like me walking in the mall for like 2 seconds and then like leaving, but I'm trying to do more than just car footage, I promise, but it's just been really difficult. So hello everyone, happy Saturday. I just spent some time studying at my new favorite place, and I put some clips in before this, I think, hopefully. But yeah, I saw this taco place on TikTok, right, called Tacos Frontera. It's supposed to be Tijuana style tacos, and I just left there. Oh my god, I had to wait so long for these tacos. That place was so busy. The line was long. It was like at the door. It took a long time for me to place the order. It took a long time for the food to come out. Like I waited there for a while. I sat down for a little bit because stools and stuff were opening up. Yeah, when I finally sat down, one of the waitresses like brought me a basket of chicharrones. I have never had those before. I've always seen them. Ooh, excuse me. Something was spicy. I've always seen them before, but I've never tried them because I mean they're pork rinds, right? It's like pork skin, like fried, and I never thought that was be something that I was into. Y'all, I tried this thing. It was like, I took a video of it, but it was like chicharrones, like the pork rinds with like a trio of salsas. Y'all, that thing tasted so good. So if the chicharrones and the salsas tasted so good, I could only imagine what the tacos taste like, and I'm so excited to finally get home and try them. I didn't want to eat them there. I have some for my mom. I ordered like 4 tacos for me and 2 tacos for my mom because she only wanted 2. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've tried a new place, and I saw this one on TikTok and people were like really hyping it up, and the tacos look really good. So I'm really looking forward to see how these taste, and I'll let you know how it goes when I get home. All right, y'all, I'm back home. It's a mess, but I've got the tacos here. I took a bite of this chicken one already, but I got chicken. There's 2 steak, and then one is chorizo. Oh, I'm excited. Hopefully it tastes good. I don't know how to eat this without making a huge mess. Ooh, oh my gosh, some already fell. Oh, there's chicken on me. Oh my goodness, wait a second. Got the piece. So I didn't take my bite with all the stuff on it. Oh my gosh, everything is about to fall out. No, I'm vlogging. My mom's here like, are you talking to me? Hold on. Oh my god. It fell on my pants, but it's really good. Wow. The chicken was good, but the steak is even better. Y'all, the steak has been marinated. You could tell that they really like seasoned this meat. The chicken was pretty seasoned too, but this meat, you could tell they put some spices in here. I definitely recommend this. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It's Tiana Tuesday. So I've got on my little Tiana shirt. I decided to work from home today. The African Sahara dust is in Houston today and my allergies go a little nuts when that comes around. So I decided to just stay home, work on some coding projects, send out some job applications, and also work on a random project. Y'all know that eventually I want to move out of Houston. I keep stressing out because I have so much stuff. I have a ton of stuff in my room and just like in the house in general. And I obviously like can't move with all these things. So I'm starting to like really consider like purging out a lot of things. I have purged out several bags of things that I plan to donate, but I've also been working on like selling things, more of my like fancier items like Loungefly bags and like Lily Pulitzer items. I have been selling those on Mercari and that's been going pretty well. Like I've been having some people like interested in those things, which is great. But then I feel like there's a type of stuff that I have that's in between what I feel good about donating and what I could post on Mercari for sale. Because like if you've ever used like one of those sites like Mercari or Depop or one of those Poshmark, it's hard to get things to sell that are not like a brand name item. Even certain Lily Pulitzer things take a while to go. You can't just put like, oh, here's a t-shirt from Target. Ugh, Target. But here's a t-shirt from Target. Like I can't just sell that on there. Like no one's gonna buy it, right? So what I'm thinking is that I want to have like a garage sale. I want to have some sort of like yard sale, some sort of event where I could just put the stuff out on the street, sell the stuff from like $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, low priced items that are still good, that are still really great quality, but it's not like a Lily Pulitzer, it's not like a Loungefly, and it's not like something that I feel good about donating either. It gives me more incentive to like get rid of these things if I sell them versus to like just donate them, and who knows like where they're ending up and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna show you guys what I purged out so far. Hopefully I get a lot more done. This is my closet right now. Look at how insane it looks. This is so much junk in here. Like I really need to really go through and like pick out some things. I mean, there's stuff that like I love in here and that I wear quite often, and then there's things that I just don't wear too much. Ugh. Well, yeah, some of these things are definitely getting sold in the garage sale. And there's stuff hanging, like falling off of hangers. Like this dress right here I got from Target. And it's really pretty. I don't wear it because it's like super heavy. It's too heavy for Houston. But then, let me see if I could kind of pull it out one-handed. It's too heavy for Houston. I've maybe worn it like once or twice. But I don't feel good about donating it. But I feel like someone would really love this. Sadly, this is my Stony Clover for Target suitcase. I don't know if you could see, I guess it's more on this side, but when I traveled with it, it broke. There's like a huge crack in it. It's still functional, but I ended up replacing it with a suitcase from Bays. So sadly, I don't use this anymore, but I'm gonna sell this in the garage sale because I feel like someone else could use it, right? Like it's barely got a little issue here, but it's still like functional, especially for like a road trip or something. So I'm adding this dress into here, and this is gonna be my garage sale like pile. So I'm gonna start putting all the stuff that I want to sell into here, and then hopefully I'll accumulate enough stuff and I'll be able to do something with it. Hello everyone, happy Friday. Today's July 4th, and honestly I'm just spending the day at home continuing to declutter. This is like day 3 of me just kind of going through my stuff and finding things that I want to put in my garage sale, finding things that I want to sell on Mercari. That's been going pretty well. I'm actually a little heartbroken right now because I sold my suitcase from Aulani. I bought a little like carry-on suitcase from Aulani. Wait, let me show you guys. So I've got this little carry-on suitcase from Aulani that sadly is going to a new home soon. And right now my big dilemma is trying to find a box to put this in. It's so cute, you guys. I've traveled with this several times and it had like a lot of scuff marks on it, but I just took like one of those magic erasers and kind of buffed them out. Don't worry, the buyer knows about this because I fully disclosed it on my Mercari page, but it's really cute and I love it, but it's a little bit too small, and it's not like the most functional suitcase for my personal needs. I ended up buying this suitcase from Bays from the Wicked collection a couple months ago, and I'm really satisfied with that one. This one's going bye-bye. My biggest challenge right now is finding a box to ship it in, because I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it to go so quickly. I was not expecting someone to buy it an hour or so after I listed it online. And now I'm here like, I could have charged more for this, but anyway, it's fine. It's used. I got a lot of really great use out of it. I went to so many amazing places with it. Yeah, it's time. So that's leaving. I've got this. This was a Loungefly set that I bought a couple years ago that I never really wore a lot, like one of the Stitch Shop by Loungefly sets. I didn't really wear it as much as I should have worn it. I'm selling it now, and that's really great. It's going to a great home. This corner over here, so all of this mess, and I'm really embarrassed to show you guys how messy my room is, but it is what it is. This corner here is the stuff that I'm preparing for the garage sale. We'll see how that goes when I finally plan to do that. Yeah, all of this really just makes me think of my journey as a creator in the Disney space and how much overconsumption I took part in because of that. So when I started my journey as a Disney creator, doing Disney bounds, all that kind of stuff, I started in 2018 with like this one Disney challenge called Fall Into Disney Style, and then I kind of fell off of it. I kind of wanted to get into it more deeply in 2019 when I was planning my 30th birthday in Disney World. I was watching a lot of Disney content, following a lot of Disney creators, and like just feeling really inspired. And in 2020 is when I really made that leap. And then of course it was the perfect opportunity because right after I started, COVID became a thing. So like I had just unlimited time to really like focus in on my Disney bounding and growing my Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Overconsumption is definitely a problem because while I started out using things out of my closet, I started using things out of my mom's closet, and I also started using things out of my aunt's closet. In 2019, my favorite aunt who used to live with me passed away. So she left like a closet full of clothes for me to go in and use as I see fit, because I mean, unfortunately she wasn't here to say no. I love you, Auntie Chlorine, rest in peace. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, so happy heavenly birthday to you tomorrow. I love you so much and I miss you. Yeah, so I had like a lot of clothes to pull from for my initial Disney bounds. If you guys remember, and I'm gonna post some of my first ones here. Those outfits were a lot simpler, but they did the job and it was really fun to do. But as I started growing as a creator, as I started, getting really engaged in the community, I was noticing that people were buying things, making their outfits extra glam, adding these really like elaborate accessories and that kind of stuff. At the time, I didn't really have that much extra money because obviously it was the middle of COVID. As a small business owner, I didn't have a ton of extra funds to buy every single Loungefly purse. I couldn't buy all these extra things that people were using in their outfits. So I started creating props. I don't know if you guys remember that era, #prop Princess Britney, but I had a ton of cardboard boxes in the house, these boxes of like blinds and stuff like that. I would take those boxes and paint them and make them into these props, and I will post some pictures from that era here. That was really fun. I really loved how unique that made me, that made my content like really stand out. But then as time went on, I didn't have time to do that because the world started opening back again. I started going out more. I started working more. I started doing other things, and it wasn't feasible for me to just like sit around and paint because like seriously during 2020, 2021, early 2021, that kind of thing, I was at home a lot. So I had time to just like sit in front of the TV and like paint and just paint and paint and paint and make these things look really cool. So sadly, that era had to end. Thankfully, I had a little bit more money going into 2022. I was able to buy more things, and that's what happened. So I ended up, and not even just that, not even just buying things, I also got to be a creator for different companies. I worked with Her Universe, I worked with Hot Topic, I worked with Box Lunch, who I don't like to promote those companies, unfortunately, after some things that happened in 2024. So I don't endorse them at this point. Basically, I accumulated a lot of products, a lot of clothes, a lot of dresses, a lot of shirts, a lot of things that I took pictures with. I may have used, like, I'm not gonna say that I've never used like a lot of these products, right? Like I took pictures. Oh gosh, my mom is like screaming. I took pictures in these things. I may have gone to the parks in them. I might have used them for, oh my God, my mom is playing with Oreo and she's like screaming. I'm so sorry if you could hear that. But yes, I wore these things to the... The joys of living with people, y'all. I don't know if you guys could hear that. But anyway, I use these things, but not as much as I could have used them. And my collection of clothes has spanned from in my room in drawers and my walk-in closet into another walk-in closet in a room across the hallway from me. And I filled up that closet too. And it's just so much stuff, y'all. Like, and that's why I feel like I need to get rid of a lot of things. I have to purge out a lot of things. There's no way that I could realistically move cross country if I land a job where I would like to land a job. There's no way that I could take all this stuff with me. Like, it would be ridiculous. Like, even just looking, even if I were to move in Houston, first of all, to move from my house, my room, into a 1-bedroom apartment, y'all, I'm getting so distracted. My family is like down there screaming. This is why I can't vlog. Oh gosh. I might have to start this later. Yeah. I hope y'all can hear this. I really hope y'all can hear this. And I'm gonna show this to my family because this is crazy. Okay. Even if I was staying in Houston and moving into a 1-bedroom apartment here, there's no way that all of these clothes could fit in a 1-bedroom apartment. There's absolutely no way.